Well, hi there, everybody from rural France.
Yes.
So, we've been in France for a week, haven't we?
A week, yep.
So, we're the morning after our 7th night.
Yes, it is.
So, it's Tuesday morning. And we've stayed at quite a large air. It's a paid air.
Yes.
It's got electric hookup, it's got toilets and showers, although because it's winter, the showers really aren't in use because there's no hot water and so on and so on and so on. But it does have a washing machine for laundry, which is why we came here, to get the laundry done.
Yeah, we thought we'd pop in and...
Yeah.
It sounded very nice. It's near the sea, but of course you can never account on the weather, even though you're not in England. It's so bad.
Yesterday, yesterday driving here was absolutely atrocious rain.
Yes.
It was like driving, it was sideways rain. We're on the Atlantic coast, a little place called St Denis. I guess, it's Denis.
Yes.
So it's a really, it's quite a pretty place.
Yeah.
As you can see, the pitches are
Very
small. I think if there were more people here, they would be parked right next to you, as if in a car park. So that's how close they rack them up here. There's quite a lot of pitches, but
it's over 100, I believe.
getting
Yes,
So
over
it
100.
for a tiny little place, and I'll give you a bit of a view of it at the end. But what are the big things that we want to say about coming across on the Channel Tunnel? We thought the Channel Tunnel was really easy, wasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Turned up, went through,
Yeah.
waited in the car park for a bit.
And there were shops there if you were.
Yeah.
You could have gone in and spent some money. But
So if you've ever thought or worried about coming on the tunnel, don't. It's super simple.
Yeah. No worries. They didn't even look at Pippin's passport. They weren't interested.
They're not worried about you going out. They're worried about you coming in.
Yeah.
So,
not worried at all. What we'd got in the van.
But always book in advance, because the cheaper tickets are then. And you can get different ticket prices on different days and times. Yeah, we went early morning, and it was 120 quid including pips. So coming across, and then exiting the Channel Tunnel terminal at the other end. It's okay, but you need to be sort of careful when you come up that big ramp. You're turning right, and you have to remember to remain on the right.
Yeah.
And it's not clear. There's no traffic coming the other way, so I think that's a bit more confusing. But it was okay, and finding our way out to the next place was we'd planned on going to somewhere, and we headed for
we did Doudium.
Doudeville.
Doudeville. Yeah, we planned.
That was the only. We planned that, and we put the all the air's map coordinates, so the OS coordinates, into the sat nav. It took us directly there. The roads are big, flat, straight, and easy to drive on.
Easy.
If you've ever worried about driving in France, don't. It's super simple. It really is. People are courteous.
They are,
aren't they? So what are the other things after having walked around and gone into the shops?
I think the things I've really enjoyed is the easiness of stopping overnight with no worries. There's no time restrictions, or is someone going to come and move you on? It's just so relaxing and peaceful. Obviously, I'm not keen to stay on our own out in the countryside or at motorway service stations, but all the free airs are in little villages, the ones we've stopped at, and I couldn't.
But tell us about the shops. You've been shopping in the shops. Tell us about the shops.
We've just been into a Lidl, and obviously in there we bought some lovely wines for under €3, much cheaper than in the other supermarkets. So, and the produce, like the baguettes, were 35 cents The beer was very, very cheap. Meat, really not so, but someone commented, they pay their farmers a fair price for the meat, so I understand that. So that's
a bit more
fine.
expensive,
Yeah, that's fine.
But having said that, I think the beef we bought some beef to go in the slow cooker, and that worked out at about €10 a kilo. And decent beef in the UK would be about £10 a kilo. So it's, maybe it was a bit cheaper actually. It's a bit weird.
I mean, if you like bread and alcohol, you can live very, very cheaply.
A baguette dipped in red wine.
Yeah, that's it.
Job's a good one.
Yeah. So just be careful what you buy. Buy what the locals buy, and you really can live cheaply, and you can relax and enjoy staying. Whereas in England, it's so hard for us to find somewhere free to stop overnight.
And
it's a sadness in England. They need to do better.
A lot of people have said, you're going to France, the French hate the English. And actually, we've not found that at all.
No.
And, a lot of people have been saying to us on the comments about, how are you getting on with the riots and the protesting.
Well, we've seen plenty of them, haven't we?
Well, not riots.
Well, we've seen
been no riots,
protests,
as far as we're concerned. There's been protests.
Yes, and fires.
And, and fires in the middle of the road and just blockages just to slow everything down. And we had a short conversation with one of the protesters, and they were great. They were, very welcoming, liked it that we support them as well. And we do. We think, fuel tax is... It's just one of those things that we in the UK suffer from a great deal. Most of the price you pay for fuel in the UK is tax, most of it. So they could do something about it if they wanted to. But I hear on the news just this morning that the French, have buckled.
Yes.
And they're not going to put the fuel tax up in January as planned.
No.
And that is because of the protesters, the yellow jackets. And the ambulance people came out in support of the yellow jackets.
Yes, they did. Yes.
So we're absolutely loving France and making our way from air to air. This is the first air that we paid for.
Yes, it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And what have they been like?
The other airs have been absolutely brilliant. I have to say, this one we've paid for is my least favourite because it is a bit. We're on our own. It's massive, and it. And what with the weather and that, and it's so muddy, I cannot begin to tell you. We've been really paddling, whereas in the airs in the villages, we're on hard standing and things.
Gravel hard standing. I mean, between the little pitches here, there's grass. There's like hard standing fingers coming out, and I'll show you those. Wait till the end, and I'll give you a view around. And
of course, I was looking forward to a lovely, long, hot shower, unlimited hot water, but it's freezing cold, and you have to hold a string to keep it on. So I didn't have that lovely shower because I'd planned to colour my hair, and when you do that, you need loads of hot water.
So we're
just like in the van we have showers, but always conscious of the water situation. That was what I had. I was getting excited about
at the last air in Tourcoing. We filled up with water. The water pressure was so fierce. I got soaked for not getting the aim into the thing right. Hit the van, splashed all over me, and also we had a little bit of water leakage inside the cupboard in the van where the water inlet goes because of that water pressure splashing all past the clip. Wow! So it's really good.
But the other thing is Pippin, since the moment she's got up, she's enjoyed it so much here because she can just run around. And there's masses of area for her, so it's like her own big back garden for once. And and we like her to see her doing that, so we're very happy. So
some of the other couple of questions that people have asked, aren't you worried about the sat nav in the window because it's illegal to have the speed camera warning on? Well, no, we're not worried about that because we've disabled it, and you know,
Yeah.
it's clear to see that it is disabled.
Yeah.
And if we get stopped, I'm happy. You know, I don't really get frightened of the police.
No.
They're there to do a job. And, you know, if you're nice to them, they're nice back, you know, most of the time.
We
so.
only seen one police car overtaken. Two police cars. Yeah,
One overtaken us with the lights going, and another one in town in Dudeville.
That was it.
It's a little local police car.
Yeah.
And that's it. We haven't seen any other police.
No.
It's pretty much like that across Europe, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
The police numbers are
And
dwindling.
England, maybe. Only in
Yeah.
the towns,
Yeah.
yes. Because we lived in the country in England and we never saw a police car in years.
Now,
So.
There's one. Indeed.
Not that I think one was needed, but anyway.
There's
yes.
one other thing that we
Yeah.
must mention. You
Yes.
might notice that I've got my sunglasses on. We've put a tree between us and the sun up there to protect us a bit more, and we're in t-shirts.
Yes, yeah.
It's about 14, 15 degrees here, isn't it?
It's nice this morning.
And you can look it up. We're on the Ile d'Oléron
It's an
at
island,
St Denis.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's an island,
Yeah.
the Oleron Island. Have a look at it. Have a look up. It's by La Rochelle, and today we're going to drive down towards Bordeaux
Yes, we are. Yes.
on the second week
Yeah.
of our journey, and you know we've got another
Yeah.
week to
Before we
get
get
to
Yeah.
Benicassim, and hopefully you'll enjoy the journey with us.
And I have to say that this first week's been everything we hoped it would be.
And more.
Absolutely thoroughly
Yeah.
enjoyed it. Please come over.
Yeah.
Just if you're like us and you love being in your motorhome and travelling, I thoroughly recommend it. It's fun, it's
Definitely.
adventurous, and the
Yeah,
scenery is
yeah.
lovely. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah.
If you're thinking about
No
taking
worries,
a short
no.
break over here, allow yourself at least a month,
Yeah.
and probably 3 months, because once
Yeah.
you get here, you won't want to go back.
No.
It
won't.
really is that
Yeah,
good.
You won't want to go back. No.
The French people are lovely out in the countryside. You know, they're all very tolerant in terms. You know, we don't speak any French, and we're picking up a few words.
We
and
are.
we're trying hard.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess they have a little chuckle with our pronunciation at times, but at least we're trying, right?
Yeah.
And you know, that's always something. When foreign people come to England, it's always nice if they try to speak to us in English. You know, will always help. And I guess it's the same
Yeah.
when English go abroad. If you try to speak the local language,
Yeah.
people will appreciate it.
Do the best you can.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do the best we can.
Yeah, we do.
We've got the Google Translate app,
Oh,
which
that's
is
good. Yeah.
turning out to be a boon. Really, really great.
It's so good. Yeah.
And another little bit of tech.
Yeah.
I've got an iPad and an iPhone, and I wanted to translate some French text on my iPad, so I copied it from there, and I thought, oh, why don't I use my iPhone Translate, Google Translate. Weirdly enough, what I'd copied from my iPad, I was able to paste on my iPhone. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's like the paste board, the copy board is between the two devices. It's amazing. So I was able to translate it just like that. Bang, done. Yeah, really good. So you might tell we're quite excited.
We are. We've had lots of French kisses since we've been here, haven't we? That takes me back to my youth, that does. So it's all good, all
Nothing
good.
like a good French kiss.
No,
in
there
France.
isn't. No, there isn't. Yeah.
We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for the weekly roundup,
Yes.
for this week's roundup. Hope you've enjoyed that. Let's have a look around the air that we're on, and we'll see you again next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye for now.
Bye
Thanks
for
for
now.
watching.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.